So we've had a few questions come in from townships about legal advertising options. So we're just going to have a little chat about it and cover some of the things that's happening in the legislature right now and the options available for your township. So Holly, what options do townships have to meet their public notice requirements? Can they post on their website? Can they post on their social media? How can they meet those obligations?
Unfortunately, they really don't have many options. When you're placing a legal advertisement, it has to be placed in the legal notices section of a newspaper of general circulation. It has to go in the print edition. Unfortunately, while it's a great idea to also put it on a website, get it out, put it on your social media, great ideas, but unfortunately that does not meet the current criteria, which is, yes, outdated for communicating with your residents.
Yeah. And we hear often that, there's a lot of issues with that in terms of getting the word out there. So a lot of townships do take that additional effort to post on their websites, post on their social media, include things in whatever aspects they can, because often they hear that they don't get the responses from the newspapers. So with that in mind, what is PSATS doing and can the townships do anything to get other options?
One of our priorities is trying to get some changes to legal advertising to give you additional options, give you that ability to put legal advertisements on your website and have it count towards your public notification requirements. Unfortunately, you can't do that now, but we would love to see that. And we have worked with the state legislature. There is legislation that's been introduced, Senate Bill 210, which would provide a couple different options. We also support any legislation that would help decrease the cost of legal advertising. And we've been trying to gather as much information as we can, data on how much these legal ads are costing townships, what types of turnaround time is it from when you have to place the legal ad to when it actually gets published, because our shortest time frame is 24 hours for advertising for a new meeting. But in a lot of cases, we're hearing that it takes a lot longer than that from the time you notify the newspaper until the time it is published. But we need more information. So if you have stories, you have information on how long it takes your newspaper to publish, cost information, as well as your experiences of, do residents see the information? Because at the end of the day, this is about transparency, getting information out about what your township is doing to your residents, and really trying to do that however you can.
Absolutely. Yeah, send those things my way, please. Even just those anecdotal stories about, any kinds of issues you've run into. Again, how you communicate with your residents. Do your residents tell you that they get their information from your website? Do they tell you that they're getting it from the newspaper? Any of that's super, super helpful for us. So if you want to send me an email with any of that, my email is klizza@psats.org. Or you can always just give us a call and we'll talk through and keep making the case.
And finally, we would ask you to also reach out to your legislator. We will do that for you, but it makes a big difference when your state representative and state senator hear from their residents that this is an important issue to you, and you let them know that you would like to see these changes made. Thanks for joining us.